I'm going to call on Stephanie to talk about this a little bit because I know when y'all were developing the CHW program in Richmond, so Patrice Shelton was one of my key assets in Richmond, and then they stole her, gave her real money with benefits and job opportunities. I couldn't compete, and so she went in. She came through a ABCD path and then moved into a much more structured system. Stephanie, have you seen CHWs in the system balance between building the capacity of the community and our more traditional model of meeting needs?
Yeah, great question. So I think that oftentimes it depends on their previous experience. And so sometimes if someone, so Patrice already knew asset-based community development, that was her foundation. That's how she came to the work with the community. And so she was able to layer in the expectations with the 9 to 5 work. Other individuals who may have been new to community health work or public health knew the job more than they knew asset-based community development. So it was harder for them to unlearn previous ways of, I need to meet the needs. I need to talk to this family. I've got to help them get linkage to this resource. I've got to do, okay, well, then when you're not here, we've now like handicapped the community in such a way that they're dependent on service providers to provide the service instead of really doing a good job with investing in authentic community engagement to see that, oh, you already have the power, like let's use that. And so yeah, I think that it depends on how the foundation was laid. Sometimes there's unlearning that needs to happen versus layering on top, like as an additive. And so, and it's definitely harder when you get so focused on direct services. And I don't get me wrong. I mean, I feel like yeah, 90% of my 12 years at about 12 years at the health department was direct service. And I wanted to do more, but with the institution, it was just, I never really felt like I got into the lifeboat like I could have. Because there were so many competing priorities, right? And so we just got to keep on with this Titanic, even though we're not making movements like we want to. Like, let's just take this inch that we're going to move and like celebrate that small win instead of like, hey, you're released to go get in the lifeboat. And so anyhow, I would say that it depends on who the community health worker is and their previous experience as to how much needs to be unlearned or like reframed. Maybe the word is reframed because you don't want to unlearn certain things. Like keep that, but like let's reframe it to make sure that we've got a stronger foundation for sustainability, for true support, for things that really will be generational impact that we're making.